Hello neighbor, and welcome to Community Maintenance by Association, the smartest way to maintain your property year-round. Today we're going to talk about our brand new Community Winter Services program, which we are just now launching in your area. Yep, that was me at the 1988 Calgary Winter Olympics. That was the year we all watched Eddie the Eagle, the true underdog of the games, capture the hearts and minds of not only us who were there, but of millions of viewers around the world who enjoyed that magical moment in the winter of '88. For University of Calgary students like me, we enjoyed an entire month off as our campus was host to speed skating, Olympic athletes, concerts, and other events. Man, oh man, how time flies. This is me now, older, wiser, and a lot less hair. I didn't know back then that I would become a serial entrepreneur, digital marketer, wealth coach and financial advisor, estate planner, business developer, web designer, and the current owner of several online businesses. In fact, I haven't had a real job since the start of the millennium. I'm now launching my 7th business called CommunityMBA, which is what we're here to talk about today. So, thanks for watching. First, here's a little bit about me. I was born on the corner of 26th Street and 17th Avenue Southwest and was raised 4 blocks east on 22nd Street Southwest overlooking downtown Calgary in the awesome community of Shaganappi, Scarborough Heights. From there, I witnessed the majority of the office towers in Calgary that now dominate our amazing skyline get built on the back of the oil boom of the 1970s. Longtime Calgarians may recall the filming of the Superman 3 movie, which starred Christopher Reeves and Richard Pryor. Yes, Calgary was Metropolis in that movie, and Esso Plaza was the star attraction. I watched my entire neighborhood grow up and mature from a community bustling with lots of kids playing hockey, soccer, and baseball. Longtime residents will recall hundreds of trick-or-treaters yelling Halloween apples and plenty of youngsters like me willing to shovel snow or cut grass for $5 a job. Today, the community is all grown up with a mix of relaxed retirees and busy millennials who are either not willing or physically able to do chores like shoveling snow and cutting the lawn. Given that my dad still lives in the same house and is at that age where I really don't want him out shoveling snow or doing general yard maintenance anymore, I made a simple observation that many of our neighbors like you were probably of the same mindset but perhaps didn't have many options with their kids having moved away and with few ambitious kids around anymore to hire for such work. So, what are our aging parents to do, I thought? As a business and finance major who studies current economic trends and business ideas, I realized that there was a strong need for an affordable and automated property maintenance service that caters to all demographics, age groups, and income levels, and that can leverage smartphone technology to come up with a solution. Living in a condo myself and on the board of directors, I especially grasped the concept of the group buying power of an association, much like a condo or homeowners association, but without the mandatory obligations and hassle that would allow community members to save on all of their seasonal yard maintenance. And thus, my idea for CMBA was born. So, please read on. The first thing I noticed was that the customer has an issue. All of these chores have to be done by homeowners, tenants, and businesses, but nobody really enjoys shoveling the snow. It can be hazardous to seniors, and it's just plain hard work. Plus, it's often too expensive to hire a typical service provider because they don't want to do one-off jobs in residential settings. So with my understanding of the aging population, a time-pressured millennial workforce, people with limited physical abilities, age impairment, convenience, time, and affordability issues, I observed a growing trend towards the on-demand service for hire culture that's being driven by smart technology and cell phones. The other problem we have is with the service providers. Most of them don't want to do small one-off jobs, preferring instead to service larger commercial lots. They typically have geographically dispersed clients, relatively poor marketing skills, and they spend endless resources quoting and competing for jobs that are often left unfulfilled or undercut by the competitors, all to save a few dollars. So, what they end up doing is charging the customers they do have more for each service just to make up for lost time and earn a profit. Now, in talking to some of these contractors, what I've learned over the years is that they've been willing to accept a lot less to do the same job if they could do the entire community at once, because then they would get drastically reduce their travel time and setup times, which effectively turns the job into a commercial account. rather than individual jobs where they have to drive to the property, unload the equipment, do the job, load it all back up again, and then drive to the next destination. They could simply unload once, do the entire community, and then pack up their equipment once at the end of the day. This efficiency could result in a lower charge per property since they would be selling their labor in bulk. The challenge we have is how do we simultaneously solve these problems for both the customer and the contracted service provider? So here is my smart solution. Let's form a voluntary group of community members like a condo or homeowners association where all of the common property is taken care of by the property manager and the maintenance company, but in our case of a voluntary community association, we're not mandating that all residents sign on to this program. We're making it completely voluntary to join. Of course, the more neighbors who participate, the greater the buying power we achieve on all of our collective service contracts because those contractors are doing more work in one concentrated area and will discount their services. And what I do at CMBA is centralize the fee management and the billing so that you don't have to deal directly with the contractors and they don't need to send out hundreds of invoices to all of you. They don't have to deal with you at all. We handle all of it under one roof, and similarly to Walmart, we get much better buying power when we do business this way. You simply auto-pay into the pooled reserve fund and the contractor sends one invoice to us, which we then pay directly. Fast, simple, and efficient. Here's an example of a sign that we place on your lawn and in your front window. It's specifically coded to work uniquely with your property. Our contractors are paid to arrive automatically within 24 hours of the snowfall ending, so you can avoid any possible bylaw infractions. They look at the sign, verify your account status, and they provide the service. The benefit to you is that you don't have to make any calls to chase down a contractor. There's no booking or scheduling to do. There's no invoice for you to pay. You don't have to interact with the contractors. You certainly avoid all fines because the work is done on time. There are no more hassles for you and no frostbite to worry about. Our cleaners simply arrive automatically. They look for your unique sign, which is coded just for your property. They scan the QR code at the bottom left corner and they perform the designated service, provided your account is still active, not in arrears, and you haven't canceled the service. When you think about it, this truly is the smartest way to maintain your property year-round. Let's use an example from my dad's property. The frontage on the city sidewalk is 75 feet long, 3 feet wide, and 225 square feet in total. We get an average 41 snowfall events a year in Calgary, and if we look at the pricing between what a competitor would charge you to come to a one-off job versus doing it in bulk with us, you can see there's a dramatic savings to be had. In this case, 36% savings. My dad would save $9 every time he has the front walk cleaned compared to hiring a contractor individually. That's about $369 a year saved and no fines from the city for not clearing the sidewalk within 24 hours. By the way, if we don't get the job done on time and you do get fined, we take care of that ticket for you, guaranteed. Now, if we look at the second option, we clean the city sidewalk as well as your front yard space, including your driveway and pathway to your front door. Of course, this optional plan adds an extra amount of square footage to the service, which is billed at 7.5 cents per square foot. If you look at the prices here and compare them to what they would charge you versus what we would charge, again, you're going to see a dramatic difference in the overall savings of about $19 a job, or about $765 a year in this example. And the third option is to clean all of your property, the sidewalk from the city, the front yard, the backyard, and the pathway to the backyard. That will add, in my dad's case, 282 extra square feet to the workload. When I compare what a job would cost him to hire a contractor individually versus what we will charge for the same work, there's the most savings to be had by doing the entire property at once, in this case 42% or $27 per job. That's $1,076 a year in total savings, and that's nothing to sneeze at. So the lesson is that the community buying power allows the contractors to offer bulk discounts the more units they service at one time, which means you effectively pay less per service and those savings are passed on to you. The reasons for CMBA are affordability, predictability, budgetability, reliability, no fines, no exertion, no worries, and of course no frostbite. I really can't think of any reasons against this whole program. You'll save up to 50% annually depending on your property and the block you live on. If you are the son or daughter of an elderly parent in this community, please consider this service as an annual gift to your parents. It just might save their life. I encourage you to check out the website in more detail. Enroll today to get started. The more people we have in the community at once, the sooner I can get the contractors on board and start saving everybody money on this fantastic program. Here are the 5 simple steps to get started on the Community Maintenance by Association program. The first step you have just completed watching this video. Also, watch any further how-to videos on the home page when applicable. Next, you need to join the website by clicking the login button at the top right corner of the page to create a free user account. Then, make a profile where you'll add your personal and property details, which will give you VIP service with us. Fourth, purchase one of the service plans, pay your upfront annual fee, which is the same for everyone, and then choose whether to prepay the rest of the season's fees in advance or monthly over a fixed period of time with auto billing. Sign the downloadable agreement and then send it back to us. That is your 1-year agreement with us, which is renewable annually until you decide to cancel. Finally, just sit back and enjoy the service as you watch your sidewalks get cleaned while you stay warm, have a hot chocolate, and worry no more about your sidewalk being cleaned ever again. It will all be done automatically for you. And the last thing to mention is seasonal lighting. This is one of the other services that we offer predominantly during Christmas. With our indoor and outdoor holiday decorating service, we set up all of your decorations for you before Christmas and we take them down again after. We can also do both indoor and outdoor decorating throughout the year for all manners of events. Birthdays, anniversaries, garden parties, retirements, baby showers, weddings, you name it. Anything you can think of in the way of lighting setup. We have contractors that can do it for you. You can visit the website at any time, call us at 403-269-4100 11 to 7 daily, or email us directly at mail@CommunityMBA.ca. Again, Community MBA is the smartest way to maintain your property year-round. Thank you for your attention. I look forward to helping you save money the smart way starting today.